Hi everyone, I hope you're all having a great day. If you're new here on the channel, you mostly do speed builds, and today we are doing a family home in Windenburg. Now at first I didn't really know what I was doing or where I was going with this build. I didn't have a name in mind or any specific idea. I'm not super inspired lately to build in The Sims. I have inspiration for my other hobbies, but for building it's just not it, honestly. So that's why I'm not very active at the moment, but hopefully it will come back soon. But yeah, I had two inspiration pictures that I found on Pinterest, and I kind of did a mix of both, and I did two builds with those pictures. Now this one is the first one that I started, and then I wasn't super sure I liked it when I came back to it the morning after, so I started another one and I showed them to a friend of mine, and she told me she preferred this one, so that's the one that I decided to continue. And in the end I agreed with her. I prefer this one too, but I'm not so sure I will continue the other one to post it on my channel someday. I will have to check if I like it and we'll see. So as I said, I didn't have a name in mind for this build at first, and usually I always have the title of the video in mind, or at least most of the time, but it wasn't the case this time, and I talked about it with the same friend that I was talking about, which is Carrie, and we kind of talked about it for like 2 minutes, and then I had the idea to call it Classy Countryside. I felt like it was a name that would fit it a lot because the whole interior and exterior are black and white, and they are very classy. So I felt like it was a great idea to put classy in the title. And then for the countryside part, it's just because I feel like this house would be for a family that wants to live away from the city, very far from something like, for example, San Myshuno, and they would probably prefer nature and the country, of course. So that's what I decided to go for, classy countryside. It's pretty simple. I don't know if there are a lot of builds that are named like that on YouTube. I never saw any, if I'm not mistaken. It's definitely the type of thing that I would forget, but I don't think it's a thing that is very popular to do. You know, we see more stuff like beautiful family home or stuff like that. It's been a pretty long time since I did a video on YouTube, at least for me. Maybe not a long time, but it's been a while, and I'm still not feeling the best, to be honest, so that's why I'm kind of away from YouTube and a little less active on my other socials, sorry, but I hope I will be able to be a little more inspired and more motivated to continue soon. For now, my motivation and inspiration didn't come back, but it should be okay. I'm just trying to figure stuff out in my real life, and I have a lot of headaches, and not migraines, but something very close to it. So I have to see someone that could help me with that. Then maybe it will be easier for me to continue more to work on my YouTube channel and on my socials, but I can't spend that much time on the screen right now. So I have to do something else than playing Sims, of course, or anything else that is on the computer. It's very hard for me to work and to do some stuff for my YouTube channel too. So I just wanted to talk a little about that. I will take my time to do the videos that I want, and I won't rush myself because I just can't for my physical health and mental health. I will take my time, and I won't have a strict upload schedule for now. I never had one that was super specific, like a specific day in the week, but I always had like 2 days a week that I would be posting a video, or at least one, and then I had a specific time in the day where I would post, but not this time. You probably noticed that I'm not posting once a week right now. I'm trying to post at least once in 2 weeks because sometimes I feel like doing content, but I just don't want to force myself. I kind of forgot my other hobbies, and I have a lot of those. I love to write, to read, and I love a ton of other video games that I also forgot because I was mostly playing The Sims. So I felt like it was a good idea to spend some time doing something else. Otherwise, I would just lose myself, I guess, and I really needed it. Of course, I'm feeling better, but I'm not super inspired to build or to do content most of the time. So sorry for the rant. I guess it took a little bit of time of the video, but I felt like it was important to talk about it. I hope I'm not gonna have to talk about it too much in my next videos, but I just want to update you guys, I guess. But yeah, that's all I had to say on that subject. For the interior of the build, we have a pretty big kitchen, as you can see. We have the dining room that is when you enter the build. We also have a pretty cool space where your Sims can read with a lot of windows, and I decided to do some sort of sliding doors. Of course, they're not functional, but I felt like it looked good. Then we have a living room with a bar, and it's kind of separated into by a little wall, and on the other side of the wall, where the smallest part of the room is, we have an office, probably for the parents. We also have a greenhouse that I decided to add like at the end of the exterior process, and I put some plants in it and some plant pots. It's not super detailed, but I wanted it to be functional. So I wanted your Sims to access the plant pots to be able to plant some things in it. And that's pretty much all we have on the first floor, I think. No, we also have a little bathroom with a laundry set. It was very important for me to add that because maybe it's gonna be in my save file. I'm not really sure yet. And then on the second floor, we have two different parts. So of course I had to add two different staircases. At first I forgot one of them, of course, so you won't see me add it, but it will be in this living room that is on the first floor, and the other staircase is kind of at the entry of the house. So the one that is at the entry of the house leads to the two bedrooms for the two kids, and the other one leads to the master bedroom with a bathroom and a balcony. So we have 3 bedrooms in this house, and I don't really know why, but I imagined that the kids wouldn't live there anymore, but they still have their bedrooms in case they want to visit their parents. So the bedrooms aren't really for kids, they're more for adults. But yeah, I think you understand what I mean. They're still pretty detailed, but there's no toys or personality really in the rooms. So I hope you will like them. I personally really like how they look. As I said, the style is really classy, and I didn't use a lot of colors, to be honest. I really wanted it to be pretty simple and stylish, I would say. I hope I did it correctly. Oh, and I also included stuff for a dog. So you have a bath, a bed for the dog, and everything you need for a little animal. I felt like it was a good idea to have a dog in this house because they would have a lot of space to run outside and everything. We also have a pool on the backyard, or in the backyard. We have a barbecue, a dining area, and that's pretty much it. I didn't put any swings or toys for kids since what I imagined wasn't a family home with kids. And I also put a lot of trees, but you will see that a little bit later when I start the exterior, or maybe I should say the landscaping. I really enjoyed doing the landscaping. It was very simple, but I felt like it was looking great. And there are some yellow flowers, some white flowers. I used the grass from Island Living. I'm not sure where the little yellow flowers are coming from. I think it would be Romantic Garden, but I could be wrong. And the other flowers that I have are from Base Game, and that's pretty much it. So only 3 different things for the landscaping. It's not something that I do often, I think, but I felt like it was perfect for this house specifically. And yeah, I also forgot to say, but on the second floor, we also have a little like octagonal shaped room. I know it's a bit weird, and the whole house is a bit weird. Like, the shape is not something that we see very often, I feel like, but I felt like it looked great, so I just decided to do it. I hope you won't think it's too bizarre, but I decided to make this room kind of a hobby room, I would say. So there's a chair to read and there's an easel. Other than that, it's pretty empty, but I felt like it was fine for a room of that shape. And I didn't imagine anything specific for the personalities of the family living here. Maybe the couple would really love to read since there are a lot of bookcases in the house. But other than that, I don't really know, to be honest. So you can do pretty much whatever you want, as always with my builds. But that's pretty much all I had to say for today. Sorry I wasn't able to do a whole voiceover or a voiceover for the whole video. I just don't really want to talk to say nothing, if that makes sense. So I will stop here, and yeah, I hope you will enjoy the rest of the video and the screenshots, and I hope you like the build. If it's the case, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. You can also follow me on social medias. All the links will be down in the description. And of course, you will be able to download this build on the gallery. My ID is KamilaYtb. If you don't see the build on the gallery, you can tell me that I forgot to put it. It happens sometimes. And yeah, it should be on the gallery on the same day I'm posting the video. But if it's not, don't hesitate to tell me. Thank you so much for watching, and I wish to you all an amazing day. Bye!